unravel their hard-won sisterhood. Raw, rebellious, and unapologetically bold, Full Figure Flings is a fierce, emotional ride through betrayal, identity, and the high cost of truth.
Good evening, everyone. I am Miss TML. You are now tuned in Real Talk with TML. And I have the very talented, star-studded cast of the movie that's set to come out very soon. Full Figure Flings. Welcome, everyone.
Hello.
Hey. Can everyone hear us?
Hopefully they'll start commenting when they can.
All right. So this is Real Talk with TML. I am your host. And again, I have Lily Jones of Back to Basics Production, Media, just a phenomenal woman that is the leading person of this star-studded cast. I just want to welcome you, Queen. I want to welcome all the other queens and kings that are a part of your cast today. I want everybody to introduce themselves and tell us what role you play in the movie.
Well, so I am Lily Mae, the writer and producer of Full Figure Flings, and this is my husband, Dominique Perry, and he is our director of photography in the film world. You guys know that's our DP. Naomi.
Yeah, my name is Naomi Bauman.
Naomi.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay. All right, my name is Naomi Bauman. I'm the director of Full Figure Flings.
Hey, Naomi. Ebony.
Hello, everybody. My name is Ebony. I kind of wore several hats behind the scenes, but in the actual movie, I play the role of a model.
Okay.
Hi, everyone.
Price.
Hi. My name is Rose Price, and I play the character of Cameron, who is the sassy assistant to Miss Lauren.
And Rose is special because she's actually in Full Figure Flings Part 2.
Really? Yes. So tell me, when is the movie actually set to come out? I know it's kind of like a secret type of thing. Like, you've been a little, just, I guess, strategic on the release. Can you tell us about that, Lily?
Absolutely. So I'll say strategic because everybody know I am very public, in your face. I ain't no gatekeeper. I need you to know what's going on. I need you to know the real. So we are being strategic about the release. Because we're in the film space for purpose-driven storytelling, we're not trying to get a whole lot of numbers on the board. We don't want to be out here bragging about how many releases we have. We really wanted to create a project that actually depicts not just Black culture, but civilized culture, real people addressing real issues. And so what that looked like it looked like Full Figure Flings, right? It looked like a story about 2 plus-size models who aren't necessarily just models. They actually have careers. One is an up-and-coming architect, and the other is an aspiring attorney. They just happen to be not so perfectly shaped full-figure women. And they are addressing colorism in these United States of America. Not only are they addressing colorism, they are addressing shapeism and sizeism. And so with this film, we knew that it was going to take time to really cultivate the buzz and buy-in, because everybody likes trash. Everybody likes false reality. That's not what we're bringing. What we're bringing are the things that people cry in their bedrooms about at night, the things that people go to work and they get called into private meetings because they're not the best fit or they're inadequate, and it's not their talent, it's what they look like. You understand what I'm saying? And so we knew that in order to truly make this thing pop like we know it's going to, we had to build a buzz around it. And so we do have some amazing things coming down the pike. The private screening for cast and crew will be early September. And then in October, we have a major 90-day push that is going on. And we will be releasing that in the partnership that we have to make that go over. But it will be a 90-day push, a 3-stop campaign for Full Figure Flings. And the idea is that in January of 2026, we will pop off with the multi-city premiere tour and prayerfully be on platforms by the spring.
I love it. I love that you have a strategic marketing plan. And I think that's so important in development and making sure that you get the best results, is by strategically working the plan and not just putting stuff out there. I see so many people that just put things out there and they don't have any strategic marketing plan behind it. And I think that's why some things don't get seen or overlooked. So Full Figure Flings is definitely going to be here to stay for the remainder of the year and just pushing the ultimate agenda. And I love that. Are we having a delay?
We did, but it's all good. I see Tiffany and Monica have chimed. They stopped in, and they are actually Tiffany is the Good Morning USA news reporter on Full Figure Flings, and Monica is actually my leading lady. She plays the role of Lauren, so we actually co-star in leading Full Figure Flings. Yep. So they chimed in over there in the comments.
Oh, they did. Okay, let me look. Hold on. I might have a delay on my side, guys. So be patient with us. We're definitely trying to get all your feedback. Hey everyone, Tiffany Walter. Let's see. Monica, hi. So that is so awesome. Again, because the one thing that you told me prior to this is that the people that you picked for this cast are not in the industry. So tell us a little bit about that and how that came about.
So I will say this, the Back to the Basics production management group, the majority of us are not in the industry, and that was by design. Cast wise, we did choose some aspiring actresses, but we also chose the spouses of actors and actresses because, once again, we're not out here for popularity. Like, we are self-funded, so we don't have people giving us money telling us who we have to use in our films. You know what I'm saying? We pick people that can truly tell the story and the people that actually live the story that we're telling. We also chose people such as Rose, because I know everybody looking like, well, she's not full figure. But the reality is Rose believes in purpose-driven storytelling, but she also stands in solidarity with us. And I think that one of the things is that because we're addressing colorism, there's a situation where you're not Black enough, right? If you're mixed, you're not Black enough. You know what I'm saying? Just how Black are you? The question of Blackness, right? That is colorism. It doesn't matter if you are, Black, Hispanic, Asian or whatever, we have all experienced colorism at some point in time. And so when I pick people, and it was hard because I had to do this in hindsight, because in Full Figure Flings 1, we casted a lot of people that we knew, and sometimes in doing that, people put on their best face up front. But after a while, you begin to see what the motivations and intentions are. So in Full Figure Flings 2, we actually were able to ask the question, what is your why? And in asking that question, you find out if people really fit the project or if they just fit popularity and entertainment. And that's not what we do over here. We're no longer trying to entertain. We are tired of being the entertainment, because we were the entertainment on the auction block when we got voted over here. So we're not going to be the entertainment.
Right.
We're going to create the entertainment.
That's awesome. And that was one of the things that we talked about in regards to like just one of the major Black film producers right now, Tyler Perry. Sometimes he crossed the line in the portrayal of, I felt like from watching the certain teasers that I got, I felt like that you were giving the backstory why women felt or reacting the way they were reacting. And that's important. I think that in order to understand something, you have to understand that in some way, in that picture. And that, is part of the narrating. And that was something that I see that you take what you're trying to portray. And that's so important. And kudos to you for doing that. Because like I said to your husband, like this is something that I think Tyler Perry should look at, that, other major film producers should look at as, are we actually portraying these people? Because sometimes it can be made, Black people can be made a spectacle in the media from behaviors or certain, stereotypes and things like that. And that's something that, we have to get away from. We have to be normalized. We have to be like regular people in some way. You know what I'm saying? We all have feelings and emotions. So again, it's all how we respond and how we react. Everybody doesn't act the same way.
And I think that's one of the things that was interesting. I know, Ebony, I don't know if you want to speak to like what your thoughts were when I first brought the idea to you and even asked you to be a part of the project. Like, I think that would be cool, because Ebony is not a camera person. She prefers not to be on camera. She don't even want to be on camera when we working. So like, I think it would be cool, like, that, like kind of, your experience and really what it means.
I guess in some ways I kind of bought into the story of, I wasn't picked to be in the front. I wasn't picked to showcase. And I just kind of played along with that storyline just in many places in my life. And kind of let it, put me kind of in, behind the scenes and just let my comfort kind of sit there. So this project definitely has opened my eyes to just experiences that I never considered were for me. No matter if I were behind the message or not, I just never considered it was for me. And like I finally see myself in a lot of ways that I never have.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And again, it's self-reflection. I think us as Black women telling our story and telling our side of the narrative is important. And us, being vocal and having a voice in media. That's so important. And I just respect you guys for taking that initiative. and again, as full-figured, women, I feel like Lily said, the colorism and not really understanding the psychological effects of that and how this, portrays in our everyday life, that we're judged by, perception, or, just somebody's, narrative of what they think we are, or how we act, or how we, portray ourselves or carry ourselves. I think that it's important for us to tell our story. So I think that's awesome. So tell me, what can we expect in Full Figure Flings 1 versus 2?
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna let Rose tell you what to expect in 2. In Full Figure Flings 1, though, Full Figure Flings 1 is more showing the more reckless side of what colorism and living in the insecurities of the isms can do to individuals. But on the flip side, it also shows the desirability of full figure women that are not cosmetically manufactured. So in part 1, I showed what the isms are, how the isms have infected these women, but I also showed the men that love them, right? That they control the narrative of the men that love them. The men didn't control the narrative. Because with us big girls, the men always have a way of controlling the narrative, right? But in Full Figure Flings, right, the women, because realistically, it happens, but it's just secret, right? Mm-hmm. And so Full Figure Flings brings it to the forefront. It takes it out of the DM and it puts it on the screen in your face. So y'all might want to start checking these men's DM. Okay. Because that ain't their sister or their cousin. Yeah. You're secretly in love with them. I'm just telling you what I know. All right. So fast forward. Absolutely. Full Figure Flings 2 comes 5 years later. And Rose, what would you say people can expect in Full Figure Flings 2?
So in Full Figure Flings 2, you're going to notice that a lot of the characters have a lot of growth. You're going to see some growth in those characters. They still are absolutely standing against discrimination, against all of the isms. But you'll see in part 2 an element of drama that's going to surprise you along the way.
Wow.
So yeah, it's when you're watching it, you're going to be like, what? Like it's something you would never think. But fast forwarding the 5 years, you're going to see growth in those characters for sure from the first one.
That's awesome.
And you gotta let Naomi tell you what being on set is like.
What's that?
You gotta let Naomi tell you what being on set is like, because you gotta understand what's going on here. Naomi is the director, right?
Okay.
But Naomi is the total opposite of me and the majority of the cast. Like, Naomi is very reserved, very soft-spoken, very chill. So yes, Naomi, please tell them what being on set where all of us type A personality people are like.
Really silly, but yes, being on set with us, and I can even compare it to, like, even being on set from my previous films to this one. Like, definitely, we have a lot of fun at the end of the day. Like Lily said, we are like a family. But we'll literally, this is Lily's favorite phrase. We'll take you from the trap to the church house. That's just how we are. Like, everybody's lovable. Everybody's supportive of one another. And then too, what I love about this cast is everybody wants to lend a hand. Like, say maybe one weekend, maybe we might be short like sound. We have like cast members. They be like, hey, I could jump on sound. I'm not. Because they won't have a scene. So yeah, so like nobody, there's no like no egos, no ego driven. It's just like definitely like a family.
I'd like to second that.
That's
There's definitely no egos within the cast and the crew, and that's what I really appreciated about everybody. Everyone was so warm and welcoming. Everyone was helping each other, and it made the process of filming so seamless. Usually you're on set for 10, 12 hours, but you know, we get in there, we get the job done, and being able to get everything done so efficiently, like it's the teamwork for me.
That's awesome. I like that, Rose, because I think that teamwork makes the dream work. You know what I mean? And helping to make one person's vision come to life is like magic. You know what I mean? And then collectively coming together and working out the quirks is important. You know what I mean? The learning blocks, or the challenges that you face, but you face them together as a family, as a team. And I just look forward to part 2 to see what changes and how the growth happens for you guys. Let's see. We have some more comments.
Yeah,
Courtney
shout out to
Washington said,
Courtney.
"Hey y'all."
Courtney plays. Courtney is in Full Figure Flings Part 2, and she actually plays Amber. I'm Amber. Okay. She plays Amber's assistant. So the funny thing is, Rose is Lauren's assistant, who is the lead, and I'm the co-lead. And Courtney plays Rachel, who is my assistant. So, and it's so funny how even in Part 2, both of them, their personalities and their protection of their bosses is blatant. Like, it's so obvious that they are so professional, because this is the other thing you have to know about our films. In our films, nobody makes 5 figures. Everybody is 6 or 7 figure. I refuse to make any films where Black people are poor, or they, doing stuff that the world expects them to do, because that's what sells. But we're gonna debunk that. The devil is a liar, and he will burn in the pits of hell, because this story will sell because it does highlight us as we were destined to be. Hashtag Black Wall Street. That's all I'm saying.
That's right. I love it. I love seeing Black people in luxury, and showing that we're capable of having our own and being our own. So shout out to you for the Black Wall Street images. That's dope. I love that, Lily.
Shout out to Tanya all the way from upstate New York. She just chimed in. Tanya is an amazing full figure woman, and I actually met her because by day, all of us here and the majority of us on this cast have careers by day. So baby, we be pulling from everywhere. Like, listen, we work together, but look, what you like to do for fun? Oh, you don't have no hobbies? Come on over here. We're going to teach you how to do something. So really, I'm serious. When I tell you that's how Back to the Basics was built, like literally, I'm not playing with you. Naomi,
that's so awesome.
Are really the only people, other than like our glam department and stuff, but we're the only people that really have been in some form of entertainment from the beginning. Everybody else on the creative team pretty much just came aboard because they saw what we were doing. They were like, well, what can I help with? And they dived in. Shout out to my cousin Keisha, Heavenly Paradise. She just jumped in. Keisha has worked in New York City in the entertainment aspect on the marketing and promotion side, right? So she was like, all right, cousin, I'm all the way up. What can I do? Boom. Marketing and merchandising. Y'all need some Full Figure Flings t-shirts. Boom, I'm on it. Here you go. Y'all got t-shirts. So this is a family. Like, this is a blended family of biological and acquired. T-Mobile and Sprint acquisition ain't got nothing on us.
No, this is something that's everlasting. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're building. Your empire. And I think that's important to recognize.
Yep. 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 Absolutely. Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit more about you guys, about yourselves. What's the backstory as to how you got into acting?
Go, Rose.
So I started out modeling. I started modeling shortly after I retired from the military. I did 21 years in the military.
Wow.
I didn't want to I didn't want to do anything else more with the government. I was kind of over that, being told what to do, how to look, how to speak. So I was like, let me get into the modeling industry, and I'm also in the beauty industry. So started out as a model, and someone had found me on Facebook and reached out to me asking if I would be interested in playing a role, and I accepted the role, and that's how that started. I never knew that I would want to be an actress. I always just wanted to model because I am kind of shy, believe it or not. So I was like, I don't know if that's something that I can do. But okay, you know, what's I gotta live, you know? So I went ahead and went for it, and I ended up falling in love with it. Like I don't see myself doing anything else other than this, and of course running my business, because I still do run my business, but I just love this, and the people that I get to meet along my journey has just been incredible. I feel very, very blessed.
That's awesome. It's all about passion. I think you have to be passionate and love what you do.
For
And the
sure.
reward is to feel that fulfillment. You know what I mean? That you're expressing.
Mhm.
So that's dope. I love that answer, Rose.
Thank you.
Ebony or Naomi, you want?
Actually, I have a very funny story. So I'm like the complete opposite of aspiring actress. I, soap and water, and that's about it. Might throw some gloss on the lips every now and then. Hair, I gotta be going somewhere, I just don't. So on set, right, the whole thing of, the act of having to wake up early and prepare for the role. That was new. Getting made up, glam. So an hour and a half of makeup, I have never. My face has never. And it questioned me all day. Like, what are we doing right now? I wear glasses, so the eyelashes kept bumping up against the glasses. And they were so heavy. Actually, they're the smallest ones. The smallest that they could go. But they were so heavy, my eyes watered like all the way up until we were about to shoot. And I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And I kept touching my face. I was just like, how do y'all do this? I just don't know. I took pictures, before and after, and I'm showing my family, and they're like, you don't even look recognizable. Like, we don't even know who you are. But gorgeous. They like, you are absolutely gorgeous, like stunning. The way that you came off and appeared, it looked authentic, it looked real. And there was a part where I was walking on the runway, and the audience that was out there was kind of playing up into it. So they're, cheering me on and smiling, and I'm falling for it. Like, I'm like, okay, I'm doing right. I've never done this before, but I am doing this right. And it dawned on me, I'm like, oh, they're actors and actresses. But no, they were really kind. They told me, they said, no, we were sincere. Like, you really, did good. So, yeah, I watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of movies. That's as far as it's gone. Oh, well, I did. In high school, I did show choir, and because I like to sing, and I have a very nice speaking voice that it carries me well. But again, behind the scenes, so it was an experience. It was an experience, but I love that I went through it. I love that I went through it, and everybody was amazing. Everybody was amazing and kind, and made me feel really welcome. Made me feel like I really was a model. So
That's right.
help with that confidence, and like I said, it opened my eyes to things that I never would have considered. I just never. It just would have never been a for me.
And as she's talking about
That's
this
awesome.
makeup and the eyelashes, our director of glam literally just chimed in. So that is hilarious. Like it was so funny. Ebony was like, I don't know about this
Ebony. And it's so funny because Ebony, I can relate to that because I didn't start wearing eyelashes until maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And I was like, what in the world? I'm like, how do you sleep with these things? Like, I'm like touching everything. My cousin's like, stop touching them. I'm like, I can't do this. I just felt there was something on my eye and I just wanted to swipe it off. And I was like, I don't know how these women do this every day. Like, and it made me like realize, like, yes, it enhances the beauty. But do I want to do it every day? No. Should I feel like I have to? I think sometimes one of the things that I just seen the other day was Clarissa Shields. She put out something basically about body shaming and how, you know, people are talking about, oh, she doesn't have her nails done. Oh, she doesn't have her eyelashes done. Like, I think sometimes we get away from the natural beauty of women and we go into this, we got to be glammed up all the time. And I'm the first to tell you, I will show up not glammed up on purpose because I want you to take me seriously as a person. You know what I mean? Because I think sometimes people get that confused. They think that, oh, you have to be this prima donna all the time as an actress or as a personality. And I'm like, no, I'm a natural person too. Like, and I think that's important that we have that element as well. So shout out to you for expressing that. Because again, it's not always easy to transfer into these glammed out people, you know, that people think like, oh, she could just get up and look like that. No, sis, I don't get up every day and look like this.
And like, you know, an hour and a half setup time and then 45 minutes to wash it off. I said, y'all do this every day. This is a lot. I did, but it finally
came. Naomi.
And if China's doing your makeup, that makeup ain't moving. Like no, it's gonna say, I had to scrub my face.
I white all day. I scratched my face and it couldn't tell. Could not tell.
Look, China said she wanted to take it off so bad. I mean, honestly, it's I think people don't realize what goes into acting. And actors, like the prep and the behind the scenes and the time that it takes to get you ready, you know, to be on that set for say 20 minutes. It's like it took you 2 hours to get ready just for a 20-minute, you know, shot. And it's like, yeah, give us our credit. Give us our flowers. Are we delayed? Can you guys hear me?
And I can hear you.
Okay. I'm just trying to read through the comments. I don't know if you see any comments on your side, Lily, that I haven't posted.
You For some reason,
it's not allowing me. Okay. It's not allowing me to go live on my Facebook. I don't know why. Like it's saying that it's live, but it's private. So I think probably until after we finish or end, then I can reshare it to my page. But it's being shared on all different platforms. We're currently on YouTube, under Back to Basics, under the Media Loop. And how else can everybody find you guys? Can you just give us your handles and ways to find you guys?
I'll let everybody else say
I
it
know I
because
have
our
Lily.
information is screaming across the bottom. So go for it, Rose.
Yeah.
I'm most active on Instagram. You can find me on aurorarose.official. That's spelled AURORAROSE.official. And then on Facebook, I'm just under Rose Price.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
I'm also most active on Instagram as well under this Naomi K. Bauman. And then same on Facebook.
Okay. Okay. Ebony.
And yes, I'm on Instagram, Ladies Leaders Network, and Facebook, Ebony Kimbrough.
Okay. Now it's funny, I'm saying Ebony like that because my sister's name is Ebony, my twin. So it's funny because I'm like, wow, she has the same name as my sister. So it's like when I say Ebony, I'm like, wow, it sounds like I'm really talking to my sister. So I don't want you to think I'm saying it like he already knows me. I just feel like I already know you. Now, what other actors are not here today? How many other castmates did you guys have?
Lord.
You want to shout them out?
We got Lord. So for Four Figure Flings 1, Joseph Mason, Damian Hill, Quashim Herring was one of the guys also. So those were like the primary cast, right? Then we had supporting individuals, Donna Dorney, Steve Hovanek, and like I said, Tiffany Walter, who is checked in, Monica, of course, one of our leading ladies. And then we had a lot of, fashion designers and talent scouts that, made up the audience at the fashion show. We have a young lady that played a character named Denise Wilson. Her name is Drea Nicole, and she's actually a singer-songwriter. And so you will hear us walking in the fashion show to her music. So definitely, yeah. But for Four Figure Flings Part 2, girl, that cast grew too much. The Four Figure Flings 2 cast is large. It's full figure for real.
Wow. Full figure for real. I love it. And I can't wait to see it. And I can't wait for you guys to make this such a successful project. And I know it will be. It's things that people need to talk about. It's things that people need to identify with. I think, one of the things that the reasons why once I read the bio, the backstory of it and, what the actual scope of the movie was about, it kind of fit with the whole Lizzo, situation going on right now and how, Lizzo has brought Full Figure to the front. And body shaming has been identified. I know one thing for me now working in healthcare and my insurance company, they're very serious about inclusion and making sure that people feel included and not having pre-bias, opinions. And I think that's important. I think that all, corporations and companies should, exercise this and teach this to individuals because, again, coming in as a full-figured woman, sometimes you already feel like, one, as a Black woman, the odds are getting against me, but also as a full-figured woman, the odds are against me as well. Am I not going to be, what they like or what they think is supposed to be at the forefront of their company or being the spokesperson for their company? Those things are things that definitely play a big role in our society and how people view full-figured women, and just understanding that we're all beautiful and our own shapes and our own forms and, things like that. And so the one thing that, Clarissa Shields said, it made me realize no matter what, whether we're skinny or big or whatever, we're all going through some level of body shaming. Whereas women want bigger boobs, they want bigger butts, they want bigger thighs, they want bigger, lips. It's like, when do we get to the point where we're just comfortable within our own skin? And, just living our truth. And I think Full Figure Fling is going to tell a lot about that. Living in our truth and having these powerful women be powerhouses, no matter what the perception of them is from society. I think that's dope. I think that's great to have. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm like, wait, it was radio silence here. I'm like, hold on. Did I lose them? Tell me what's next for everybody. What are your plans now? Other than, promoting the movie and getting, things going. I know Naomi has a movie that we heard about earlier. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Naomi, and where to find it?
Yeah, so Vows and Vendettas is currently streaming on Amazon Prime, and that's a movie that Lily, my beautiful friend Lily, also helped me produce that one, and she's also in it as well. And so Vows and Vendettas, the purpose behind that one was to give our community something positive and within like relationships and love. I think so often we're used to love and hip hop and just the negativity. And so when I was writing Vows and Vendettas, I was hearing from both like single female friends and single male friends, just their frustrations of relationships and dating in general. So with Vows and Vendettas, I just hope it gives people that hope again, that like no matter how old you are, or if you had to start over, like there's still that, you can still start over and it's okay. So yes, and then we'll be filming Vows and Vendettas Part 2, which is a little bit juicier. You have more of the Vendettas part that comes out in Part 2, so we'll be filming that later on this fall.
Oh, that's awesome. Ebony, anything in the works?
Yes, actually. We have kind of started writing some other things. I was definitely interested in storytelling. And, I said, I have stories for days, so many stories for days. So I'm definitely want to do more with that, with getting into the storytelling and then just seeing it come to life. Like, and these actors and actresses that we've worked with are truly amazing. And, reading a script and then seeing it performed, just it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. So definitely want to get more into that, and then the behind the scenes, and just with production and helping with putting and pulling everything together, as well as using my voice. I want to explore more into voiceover work, things of that nature. So yeah.
Rose?
Continuing to work on my craft. I'm a firm believer that you're always a student. You're never going to be perfect in what you're doing. So you always have to educate yourself, always take classes. I do have a couple of big fashion shows coming up. In September, we'll be live streaming for Tokyo Fashion Week with designer Justin Hines. And then in November, Danville Fashion Week is another big extravagant fashion show. Yes, Danville. Yes, Lily, Danville. Very, very elegantly put together show in Danville, Virginia. That's in November. And then just I've got some short film projects coming up through the end of this year, but basically just grinding and making sure I'm consistent in working my craft.
That's awesome, Rose. I mean, honestly, it's always a work in progress in the media production field, you know, and the more diligent you are, the more you keep going, the more you learn, the more you grow, and you guys are doing it. I'm just and have a strong cast of women of color in front of us, and I just see nothing but successful things happening for Lily and all of you. And I think that it's just, you know, great to be a part of the journey. And you guys always welcome to come back, show me more, give me more, and just, you know, keep me in the loop, because again, I have a real strong support by doing, and anything I can do, resource or, you know, just of assistance to you. My home is your home. I like meeting people in this space. You know what I mean? Because I think that's where you get the real passionate people, the people who, you know, actually want to take this serious and put their time into it. This is, like you said, we all work other jobs. We all, you know, do other things. But when you're passionate about something, it doesn't stop. You know what I mean? And you keep going and you keep, you know, developing. And I think that's important is, you know, one day you never know where you'll be sitting. Just from pursuing your passion. So shout out to you ladies for that.
Thank you.
Quentin said, congratulations, ladies. Heavenly Parted. It's say that again, Lily.
Oh, I was saying, what up, Quinn?
So yeah, it's definitely great again to be able to witness this from the forefront, because I'm all about, you know, people who are not there fully yet but are getting there and climbing the ladder and seeing them grow and develop. So I'm all here for that. You know, anything I can help with, anything, you know, I'm here for those reasons. Anything you guys want to say before we end tonight? I know we're going to end with a trailer, the second trailer teaser. But anything else you guys want to talk about or express tonight about Full Figure Flings? The floor is yours.
It's coming. And stop asking when it's coming, because once again, you know, you amongst believers here. So slow and steady always wins the race. Understand?
That's
so
right.
Don't worry about when it's coming. Just know it's coming. Now, we ain't gonna be like the devil and come like a thief in the night. We gonna come with abundance, right? We coming with abundance.
Right.
But we're doing it strategically and methodically, and we're doing it without having to answer to anybody.
That's right. I love that, ladies. I love it. Y'all better tune in. Full Figure Flings. The official trailer drops Friday. Is that right? What drops on Friday?
The official trailer will drop on Friday.
Yeah. Okay. All right, ladies. It's been my pleasure. And again, I look forward to you coming back when it actually does drop. And we're gonna talk about it, because you guys already done got 24,000 views just on one trailer teaser. So I know that this is going to be a hit and it's going to be a success, and I can't wait for the party. Lily, you ready?
As the great Maya Angelou once asked, does my sassiness offend you?
What are all of these full figure models doing here, let alone competing?
Perhaps it's time to reconsider what truly
You know, being
offends.
dark skinned has a whole other layer to it. No, everybody talks about body positivity.
The erasure of authenticity
Master must have let you out the house tonight, huh?
in favor of conformity.
What the hell did you tell Sean?
In an industry built on image, 2 plus-size black models,
I told him to talk to you. He jumped to conclusions.
raw, rebellious, and unapologetically below.
Laura, you are playing one dangerous game.
Full-figured Flings is a fierce, emotional ride through betrayal, identity, and the high cost of truth.
What's up?
And yes, that is Ebony's sexy, sensual voice on all of the trailers. Yes, we have our own in-house narrator.
That's right.
I would have never guessed it.
Please.
That's how I get most people. They're like, "That's you."
I love it. I love it. I love it. And definitely more to come. And I look forward to it. And I'll make sure I'm going to check out that movie tonight, Naomi.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we're going to have you come back and tell us all about that.
Okay. All right. Sounds like a plan.
Girls, you can come back after your fashion shows, whatever. I'm all about the modeling as well. So anything I can do to help push your stuff, your content out there, I'm always there for that. Ebony, anything I can do with, helping you as well, I'm always here for that as well. You have a friend, you have a sister in me, up north, City Girls. We're out here.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ladies.
Night.
Good night.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Let's see.
Y'all made me